In a world saturated with noise and with fleeting trends, the truly exceptional man is actually a rare commodity because this is not about how much money you make. It's not about which car you drive or how many followers you can have. This is about character. It's about the internal programming that sets you apart from the 99% of the other population. Hola amores and welcome back to the channel, and to those who don't know me, I am Maritza. Today we are going to talk about the 7 rare signs that you are an exceptional man. All right, let's get into it now. I will share with you a saying in Spanish that goes like this. Los hombres raros son aquellos que bailan con la vida sin importarles quién los está mirando. And it means the rare men are those who dance with life without caring too much on who's watching them. Okay? So, first sign is what is called intellectual humility. That's the first sign a rare man has. And what is that? That is about this. The average man argues always to be right, to be correct. The exceptional man does not argue that. He argues only to learn. This is what? This is intellectual humility, because he's not afraid to say, oh, I was wrong. Or, you know what? That's a perspective I had not considered before. His confidence is not threatened by new information. In fact, he actively seeks out people who are smarter than himself, not to compare, but to absorb. He understands that genuine strengths come from the what? From the perpetual growth, not from the rigid certainty that we sometimes think we have. The next sign my loves is what is called the disciplined patience. Because nowadays we live in a culture of instant gratification. And the rare man, what happens? He rejects this. He practices disciplined patience. He understands that anything truly valuable, okay, I don't know, a strong physique, a deep relationship, significant wealth, all this requires consistency and, of course, boring effort over a long period. But what happens? He can delay the short-term pleasure for long-term power. He does not obsess over the daily outcomes because he trusts his process. You have built a great life and you have so much to give, and yet you still haven't found the one. Well, here at the Matchmaking Cupid, we invite you to give it a try and to contact us through our website because we understand the basis of meaningful relationships. So take a leap of faith and let our experienced matchmakers guide you and bring you your well-deserved and compatible other half. The next one, my friends, is what? Is having emotional ownership. And here is when what? When the common man, what does he do? He blames always, oh, the traffic, or my job, or my partner, my girlfriend, my wife, for all his frustrations, my mother, my family. The exceptional man does not do that. He takes emotional ownership simply because he understands his emotional state is his own responsibility and his alone. He's not reactive. Perhaps when he feels angry or when he feels hurt, he processes it before he projects it. He does not hold grudges because he has the self-awareness to see that what? That his own contribution might have put something into a conflict. So he stays aware. The following sign of a rare gentleman is called radical clarity, all right? And that just means he knows his purpose. This means he knows why he wakes up in the morning. And let me tell you, this clarity is very magnetic. Why? Because his purpose is his anchor. And this is what guides his decisions, his spending, his relationships. This man, he does not drift all the time. No, when you speak to him, you sense a deep intentionality behind all his actions because most men are driven by chasing external validations. The rare man, no, he's driven by fulfilling an internal mission. He does not need external approval because his purpose is what? Is his own constant validator. Another very rare sign of the exceptional man is what is called quiet leadership. And this type of man, he never has to announce his authority. Instead, he exhibits it quietly. What? He does it like that. That's called quiet leadership. He leads by example and by competence, not by volume or by intimidation. No. People naturally look up to him in a crisis. Why? Because he remains calm. His strength is his composure. He can make difficult decisions without needing applause or without needing credit. Not to mention, he naturally uplifts tries always to uplift the people who are around him, because the goal for this guy is not to be the smartest person in the room. The goal is to make everyone in the room smarter. The following trait, my loves, is simply powerful, and it is when what? When the rare man is defined by protective decisiveness. All right. And what does this mean? This means he can quickly weigh out his options and make a firm decision. This does not mean he never makes mistakes. No, doesn't mean that. But he recognizes that the indecision is a form of paralysis that wastes time and wastes his energy. So, crucially, his decisiveness is protective. Okay? He is the man who takes the lead in uncertain situations, not to dominate, but to shield his loved ones from unnecessary stress or risks or further problems. Okay, this ability to be a secure, reliable rock is a primal draw for both respect and intimacy. And the last sign, which for me is probably one of the most important ones, is called integrity over image master trait. Okay, the exceptional man prioritizes his integrity above his perceived image. Okay, he would rather be an honest man and temporarily unpopular than to have to compromise his own values for short term gain. No way. Or for social approval, beats that, right? He doesn't care about that. He's the same man behind closed doors that he's in public, okay? His word is his bond. And my loves, this absolute alignment of word and actions is the final, undeniable sign of a true rare character. And with this, we have reached the end of today's video, but I invite all of you to connect with me through Instagram. Go and check out my other music relaxing channel here on YouTube, and go and see the channel's membership, just in case you find it useful. Once again, I am Maritza, and know that I will try my best to continue always bringing you ways on how to create a better bond with yourself and a more meaningful relationship with those around you. Mwah. Till next time, ciao, ciao, my loves. Ciao, ciao, my amores.